Hey, what's going on, guys? DJ Hess here, CollectiveKicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys a detailed look and review of the Sply 350s, as the wife would have called it. And man, these things are pretty crazy. Like, I think this is definitely one of those shoes where people love to hate it, and most of the time they just don't like the shoe because they don't like the hype behind it, and whatever other reasons, maybe they think they're ugly. But like, for me personally, like, this is a shoe that I would have bought if there was zero hype on it. If I could go in the store and just buy the shoes like right now, and they had them in literally every single store around, it'd still be a shoe that I'd want to buy. And I think that just aesthetically, I love the upper and I love the boost in the shoe. Obviously, I'm a huge boost fan, but I really like the overall just shape of the shoe. I think it's just a really well-designed shoe. The only thing that I will say that it's not my favorite is this crazy aggressive line through the middle of this crazy colorway, which is, I don't know what the actual solar red, apparently, as the box says down here, Beluga and solar red and everything else. But other than that, like, the overall shape and every other colorway I've seen of these, I just really dig. And I think that most people probably don't want to say that, or most people can't say that, but like, myself as somebody that is like a lifestyle fanatic, I mean, I really like lifestyle sneakers. This is like perfect for me, and it's that type of model where it's like a calling for me to try to buy these type of sneakers. Unfortunately, hype kicks in, and then they're like super limited on top of that, so it's really hard to get your hands on. And yeah, and so because of that, like, I think people get salty, and the salt gets more and more like it gets in the wounds a little deeper every single time there's a release and you strike out. And so I can understand why there's a love-hate relationship with these for most people. But I did get lucky enough to get a pair, and I wanted to share an up-close look, an intimate view of these with you guys, and show you guys there's a couple differences between these and the Turtle Doves. So obviously there's some aesthetic differences. I mean, there's no question there's aesthetic differences between these two shoes. But some of the bigger differences that I never noticed from images, and I saw a lot of images of these, is the boost material is a little bit better, it feels like, in this than in this one. And I don't know if it's because of the rubberized casing or what, but it feels like that is the case. Also, literally the case, haha, pun intended. And then also the casing is different. It's more rubberized than kind of hard plastic. And I think that was a big mistake, or a big problem that was in the first pair here. And I love how Adidas is so quick to correct things with the next versions, because the very first thing you saw when you had these V1s is this plate right here and this little section back here. They got super dirty, and they turned different colors of dirt than the other casing. So for some reason they were just different, and you can tell they just look weird like this on the bottoms. The other part is, obviously, they get really, really dirty, and not just dirty, it just gets worn off. So you can see right here, it's like the paint is run off now here. That's not just from just like little bits of wear or whatever. It's actually rubbed through that little top layer of this stuff. So because of that, I was like, man, that's like, these things, to find them DS, it's going to be a little bit more different, because when you wear these, it's really, really noticeable, especially if you wear them like the entire day or whatever. But you can see, I mean, even on the back section here, look at that. It's like totally rubbed off. So, and I've worn these quite a bit. So for my pair, like, that's definitely the way it is. But the upgrade that they made to these ones, as you can see, the whole bottom is rubberized. It's not that hard plastic. And I think that that's going to be a huge advantage of the V2s for just having more longevity than the V1s had. And this side material, you could see even here, you could see how flexible that is. And then look at here, comparison. I mean, it's a little bit flexible, but this is like more hard plasticky rubber. And this is more like a rubber casing. So I really think that was probably one of the biggest improvements that was not noticeable from the images. Also, you could see the boost through the front section here underneath, and I think that's also a big, huge plus. It just feels better in this shoe than it did on this one. You could see this is all one piece as well. It's not a separate unit down there, so I think that's pretty good. But so that's one of the main differences, and the best difference, and the reason why I feel like I can feel the boost in here better than in the first pair. And actually, I removed the insoles. Some of you guys would think they're fake, but I removed the insoles in this pair, and they're in the box that I have, because I wanted to try to maximize the boost feel in those, so that's why I removed them. Actually, this one other thing I never actually noticed. They went with this like kind of like the Ultra Boost underneath, and underneath there you can see it's just like the netting right on top of the boost. So man, I really think that this was a strong adjustment, and these wings, I'll definitely be trying to cop like every pair that I can of the V2s, which means basically this will be my only pair that I get, and only because I had a real good friend of mine look out for me. But all that being said, the Primeknit Upper, also huge improvement. It feels like it's a little bit more, I don't want to say stretchy, but some parts of it feel stretchy, like right here. It looks like it's a little bit more stretchy than this material, but it feels softer as well. So the Primeknit as a side-by-side, it feels softer in the V2s than the V1s. Some of you guys might think I'm crazy, but that's the way I feel. Also, here's a look at the stitching down the middle. You can see it looks fairly similar. And then also on the back now, there is stitching on the back and not on the V1s. So I like the fact that they added this cross-stitch sort of craziness back here. And I also, one of the things I think that everybody knows the ones from is that pull tab and those red joints right there. But I do like the fact that they went with the open kind of pull tab here on the back. And then they added the subtle branding with those 3 stripes right there. It looks like really like a Y3 sort of thing to do. You can see it's not dead centered on my pair. I don't know if it's supposed to be. Mine leans a little bit to the right, but it is what it is. The other major difference is the width of the shoe. Like you can see that the V2s are just way wider than the V1s, and it might be hard to compare. Maybe I go like this and show you like the bottoms. You can see the difference, that's that much thicker on the side than the V1s is. So I mean, that's pretty significant. And it's significant too when I put it up next to the back of the shelf. This thing sticks out. It's just really wide across this section right here. So that was another big, huge adjustment, was the width. Lacing system, the same. And I really think that this is, I don't know if Yeezys were the first one to use this, but it's really innovative. I love how it does that cross back and forth motion. And then it's definitely had a Yeezy effect to a lot of different things, including the Ultra Boost, how you can use the lacing system similar to this and just kind of go crisscross back and forth. There's a little bit of kind of a liner material in here to hold the laces in, and it's soft and like suede-like. But all in all, man, impressed with the quality of the shoes and impressed with the updates to the shoe. I think that they were really solid. I love the first versions that they had, for sure. Fortunate as well, I had a friend look out for these also. But man, if I had to say comfort-wise, the V2s take the cake, like for sure. For me personally, style-wise, I actually like the V2s better as well, just the overall aesthetics of the shoe. I do like this pull tab, but I do like this look better. I think it just is a better overall look. But you guys think I'm crazy probably, because I know you could probably buy, if you had one of these, you could probably buy 2 or 3 of these, or at least 2 of these, right? But bottom line is, it's not necessarily about dollar value and resale and all that other stuff. It's try to take all that out of the equation sometimes. When you guys are looking at shoes, don't think about resale. Don't think about how much you can make from a shoe and how much they're worth, and like which ones are more limited. Just look at the shoe sometimes with clear eyes on, do you like the aesthetics of the shoe? Do you like the way they look and feel like on feet? And like just all in all, is it something that you like because you like it, not because of outside influences? And I think that that's something that's kind of important, that's lost in this culture in this day and age, unfortunately, because of all the craziness and all the hype of shoes like these. But that being said, I mean, you can still like hyped sneakers even though they're hyped up, and you can like them just for the sake of liking them. There's nothing wrong with that either. And I think that that shouldn't be forgotten either. Hopefully you guys like this. I'm going to show you guys what they look like on feet. So I really like the way that these look. Again, I mean, I just think that the overall look is so dope, and that crazy orange stripe on the side or the solar red stripe on the side is so obnoxious, but at the same time, it's just so like clever the way that it's integrated with the sneakers, because it does stand out like kind of like a sore thumb. And some people don't get it. I'm one of those people that probably just don't appreciate it enough, but I like the fact that stylistically that he threw something in there that's just such a huge curveball, so it doesn't just blend in as just like a fall like colored like camo type whatever designed shoe. Then you have this huge slab of crazy like vibrant paint. I just think it's just a really genius thing that he added on, and I don't know, man. Kanye is just doing his thing, and it's there's not too many people that can create a new model and make it as successful as him. Not just throwing a new colorway over a retro. But hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. Thumbs up the video if you guys did, and subscribe if you guys want to see more videos. I post videos every single day. Appreciate you guys' support. Catch you guys through some more videos soon. Peace, guys.